The much anticipated Aman New York is open and oozing with lavish and luxurious amenities. The best way in is to purchase a $200,000 club membership, so enjoy this special inside look. It might be your only opportunity. The unique aspects of Aman New York are numerous. One reason is that the 83-suite hotel, which debuted on August 2nd despite being just partly complete that week, has attracted years of hype. The most eagerly anticipated hotel launch the city has seen in the last 10 years is the new iteration of the century-old Crown building at 57th and 5th Street. After all, this is a business whose luxurious resorts cost more than $2,000 per night, wherever they go. Locals paid $100,000 initiation fees to become founder members of Aman's groundbreaking Aman Club during a pre-opening period, demonstrating the extent of the locals' confidence in the company's ability to elevate the already high standards of luxury in New York. Since then, the sign-up fee has increased, and annual dues of $15,000 are not included. The nightly rates are the next factor. Aman is outpacing the Ritz-Carlton Nomad, which with its maximalist architecture and Jose Andres restaurants seem to be pushing things too far by charging $1,400 per night for a basic room in a sketchy area. The 340 square foot studios at Aman New York may only be reserved as an adjoining option for $20,000 per night corner suites in order to make them bigger. The hotel's most basic accommodations aren't even offered for sale on their own. The majority of the inventory, or 815 square feet of the premier suites, are the only ones that may now be reserved through the end of the year. Although the hotel claims that the cost of these rooms will begin at $3,200 per night through the end of 2022, they are now going for $4,200 per night on most weeknights and up to $5,500 per night on weekends. On the same dates, a comparably sized room at the recently renovated Carlisle costs less than half as much. This is the result of Aman's notoriety and passionate fan base. People who appreciate the brand's approach to understand luxury are drawn to it. For the few visitors who can call them temporary homes, it often fills iconic architectural structures like the summer palaces in Beijing and the Grand Venetian Palazzos, giving them the impression of being ultra-private dwellings. Vlad Doronin, chairman and CEO of Aman, says in a video conference from Ibiza that there is a significant difference between his company and everyone else. In addition to being willing to pay top dollar for what we've created, our clients will be extremely satisfied with the value they've received by the time they check out. Although Doronin claims that purchasing the building and adding homes has increased the overall cost closer to $1.45 billion, he acknowledges that he has spared no expense and exceeded his budget, which was anticipated to be roughly $300 million on the hotel alone. That's partly because it was difficult to construct a 6-star hotel in the midst of a pandemic and supply chain crisis. But as he predicted, the outcome is unlike any other hotel New York has ever seen. Let's take a look at the design. There are particular difficulties that come with building and running a hotel in Manhattan that Aman is largely unaccustomed to. Only the Tokyo outlet is in a significant metropolitan out of its 34 locations. But the key to Doronin's expansion plan is to build in urban centers. Miami and Bangkok will be discussed next. These locations not only have a higher chance of selling homes, which reduces the cost of building hotels, but they also support the brand by drawing in younger consumers. According to Doronin, the average guest age at Aman has already begun to change from wealthy mums and dads in their 50s to those with high-paying tech jobs in their mid-30s. Millennials are the one making the big bucks at the moment, but you didn't hear that from us. The amenities are comprehensive enough to make up an official wellness resort. Only 6 floors of the structure are occupied with rooms. The other 3 contain the spa and wellness center, which has an indoor pool and cryotherapy chambers. The top floor of the spa is entirely taken up by a fully operational medical office. It's where internist Dr. Robert Graham, a Harvard-trained physician, uses a variety of devices to assess the levels of stress and inflammation throughout your body before recommending wellness immersion programs that may include acupuncture, intravenous peptide boosters, or hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Let's take a look at the outside. A private garden terrace with a retractable roof, hot and cold outdoor plunge pools, as well as personalized lunch menus and add-on massages are offered after each spa treatment. $8,500 for 2 people for the whole day. If there is a New York equivalent to this, it's in a $40 million Upper East Side townhouse. Even the gym might be unexpected. It has a high-intensity techno gym treadmill called the Skill Mill, a $17,000 vacutherm stair stepper that resembles a cross between a sauna and a treadmill because it is covered in infrared heating elements that increase sweating, and benches that look like they belong in the Jetsons with knobbly white infrared rollers for lymphatic drainage. I'll add this gym to my wish list then, shall I? This in itself sounds like a unique experience. When the spa opens to the public, 2-hour signature treatments will start at $785. Ava and Nama, 2 eateries off the 14th floor's double-height lobby, will serve Italian and Japanese cuisine. However, they will all initially only be accessible to club members and overnight guests in a soft opening mode. Off the lobby, there is a large terrace bar that is 7,000 square feet in size. It's covered with bamboo slabs and latticed metal sheeting, like an exquisite jewelry box, and the glass panels are retractable, so that the area may be enclosed on chilly or wet days. It'd be safe to assume you won't be able to make this your regular after-work drink spot because Aman can only permit a certain number of guests who do not pay the full overnight fees. The goal is to keep enough visitors away so that the atmosphere is exclusive and private, not to draw in locals as most metropolitan hotels attempt to achieve. Even the residents of Billionaires Row will discover that paying the $200,000 club initiation fee gives them the best chance of getting in. One area, an underground jazz club with programming chosen by trumpeter Brian Newman, who among other things led the band for Lady Gaga's Las Vegas event, is already accessible to the general public. The only other public New York theater that claims to have a sound system like this one is Jazz at Lincoln Center, which is an intimate but opulent setting. There will be other parts that are only accessible to club members. So even if you paid $20,000 for that corner suite, you still won't be permitted entry. These include a tiny cigar lounge tucked away behind a covert door in the foyer, and a personal wine library with an unusual selection of wines. In order to enhance the feelings of an urban paradise, each suite has been refitted with a working fireplace, a spacious soaking tub, a heated bathroom floor, and either a steam or rain shower. Even the hangers in the leather-back closets match the wood trim throughout the rooms. Shoji-style pivoting partition walls give the living and sleeping areas a more open floor design and provide privacy around the bed. The style, which has monochromatic furnishings that are reminiscent of the elements of nature and Japanese murals of pine trees, draws strongly on the company's Asian heritage. So is it worth the money? The brand's audience is currently only 37% American, so Dorian claims that New York will help Aman increase its market share. However, the hotel has primarily sold out its 2022 inventory to so-called Aman junkies, a cast of devoted followers who collect stays at Aman hotels much like 1980s schoolboys did with baseball cards. Dorian claims that 85% of his clients return. Few hotel brands can compete with that number, even when they provide point-earning multipliers and free nights, which would be unfathomable in Aman's universe. Dorian has broadened the scope of Aman by combining its suites with condos, 22 units altogether, with prices ranging from $5.9 million to $75 million, and including a membership club model. Today, it's a way of life rather than just a holiday. According to him, this opening is a significant milestone for our brand. That explains why Dorian made significant investments to make Aman New York such a gem, and why he believes that customers will pay a premium for it. Well, we hope one day you get to stay at Aman New York. We sure would love that opportunity ourselves. But unfortunately, we ain't got a spare $200,000 laying around. Thanks for watching.